Hello. Here's a bit of a lesson for people who think we live in other people's countries and demand things in other people's countries that our own governments would probably not be able to give us. This is my passport. Inside my passport are multiple visas that I've held over the years of living abroad, legally. This is my social security card. It is the same thing that I use when I have to go to the hospital here. But this is not free. No, it isn't. I pay for it every month because I'm legally working and residing in this country, which means I'm a taxpayer that's contributing. And I'm a taxpayer that doesn't expect free things. So even if the Chinese people may have the same card that I do, their government would probably give them free services. But I don't go and expect free services because I know that I'm not a citizen in this country and that I'm not entitled to anything free, that it's a privilege that I'm even here. This is a health certificate. It shows all the tests that they would have done for me over the time, every single year, okay? Every single year, you take a test and they have all your details, everything about you, your weight, everything. You don't get this, you don't get this. And if you don't have this, you can't stay here. And if you can't stay here, you don't demand that the government makes you stay because your country is in turmoil. No, we don't do that. This is a certificate or a registration certificate. It's a voucher, well, they call it a voucher here, where you go and register your address at the nearest police station. You tell them where you live by giving them your lease agreement, not by word of mouth, your lease agreement that your landlord would have signed and stamped. You also bring your passport with a valid visa. Now, I understand that I need to do this every single time I move, whether I still live in the same city or I live in a different city. I still have to go and do this because if I don't, guess what's going to happen? They're going to lock me up. Why? Because they need to know every single time where I am. I don't live in this apartment for free. I certainly don't expect it to be free. And even if it is free, I would probably still treat it with a lot of respect. Now, all of these things are a privilege to be given. They're not an obligation by any government, and certainly not the government that's housing me right now. I came here because I had a scarce skill. I didn't come here because I think that I'm better than anyone else, because they have their people. But they understood that they needed my skills, and so that's why I'm here. And that's why I've been allowed to get all of these things. Again, a privilege. But I'm sure some people are going to watch this and think it's probably AI. I'm going to burst your bubble and tell you that it's not. It's just that some of us respect the laws of the countries that we are hosted by. Unless we're told to leave. And if we are told to leave, guess what we're going to do? We're going to take this and we're going to fuck off. Because we have countries to go back to. Because we understand that it's a privilege to be here. We don't expect that we are just going to be allowed to stay just because we expect it. And just because, the UN this, this and that. We are not going to demand that. Not South Africans. Certainly not in this country. We understand the laws of this country, and we abide by the rules of this country. We understand that in order to be upstanding residents of this country, we have to respect the people of this country. We have to respect the citizens of this country and never speak ill of them. and never speak ill of the government that's housing us. Because again, it's a privilege to be given a visa here. It's a privilege to be given residence here. They don't need to give us anything. So the next time you think you are entitled to living in a country that's not yours, certainly illegally, think again. You're not that special. And when people fight for the rights of their country and tell you that you need to leave because you know that you're illegal, musukoloza. Why are you running? Why are you fighting? Why? You people are weird. Gosh.